Hey guys, well, as you can tell, it's a nice day out today. It started off horrible, but it was nice. It turned out to be nice. I wanted to make a video on, my thoughts and stuff on the Power Rangers movie. I just got done seeing it. So, watching it, whatever you want to consider. So, I wanted to make some comparisons from, like, the original series from in the 90s. You know, nostalgic 90s. And, well, I like the reboot's actually done pretty well. I'm not gonna say they were, like, perfect with it, but, you know, with, when I watched it when I was younger, I'm glad they took quite a bit from it. They didn't take too much from it, but they took a chunk from it, like Angel Grove. I'm glad they went into some backgrounds of them. That was actually really good. I might as well put on here, there might be some spoilers and stuff, but apparently Zordon used to be a Power Ranger. Yeah. And, you know, if I look back when I was a kid, they never mentioned anything about him. They were just like, oh, he's just a guy in a jar, you know, cool, with a big, deep, manly voice, and he knows what to do, you know? He was more like a guardian. This Zordon is like, yeah, well, I messed up. So let's see how we can fix that. Not really the guardian, protector kind of it, you know? It's more along the lines of, hey, I'm gonna set you straight, and I don't give a, you know? And then Rita, this is another thing they actually interpreted into it. I mean, this is the way I'm thinking of it. This is my thoughts and opinions, so the way I see it, I think they made Rita the original Green Power Ranger. I think. She had the green costume and she had a coin. Well, like the morphing coin, you know? Like in the original one. And, you know, I'm just... forgive me if I'm wrong, but that's what I'm kind of getting from it. Like, she was the Green Ranger of that team. So... But, yeah. It's just... The movie was good, okay? And they did put a bit into it to make you actually think. Like, you know, I wonder how they're going to make the sequel. Because they kind of, like, crammed a bunch of seasons from the original series into the movie. And then, that's it. I mean, they left out, I mean, for one of the main villains in the original series, in the movie, was just the main villain of the movie and then done. You know? Yeah. Screw it, like I said, spoiler alert, everything, it's Goldar. They made him like the main villain, main movie villain. It's like, yeah, he was in there for seasons on end. You can't really just say, yeah, hey, he's just the main villain, and then, you know, they didn't just kill him off like that. So, it's either he's gonna be brought back, because, like, they kind of made him like a Zord, too, in the movie, which is kind of odd. It's like he was a monster, not like a Zord thing. And another thing I've noticed on reviews, how they always complain about him not having a face. Well, his face was kind of doofy in the series, so I mean, I guess I can kind of see why they didn't put a face on him, because I don't see how they'll redo it like that. They kind of made it like a Silent Hill-esque face, you know? Like if you played Silent Hill Homecoming, I think it was? Or 4 or Homecoming. Like the things with the clawed out face. You know, those things with the blades for hands. Yeah, it was them. That was kind of like his face. That's what it made me think of, at least. I'm not sure if it was 4 or for some reason I'm thinking Downpour's old, but no. I think maybe it was Downpour. I don't know, but you get the point. So, and I mean, at least they didn't do what they did in the original series when they were screamed out for all that, for the, well, pretty much racist stuff, saying, like, you know, hey, why is the Black Ranger black? Why is, you know, all that stuff. It's like, Well, it was the 90s. People were pretty nostalgic 90s. And then when, at least they changed that up. I mean, so nobody can bitch about that. That was kind of stupid to bitch about, but I guess people have their nitpicks and, you know, quirks. But, you know, I mean, I'm glad they went into background too, like, and they weren't like, I mean, the original series as well, they were all like goody-goodies, quote unquote. I think I read that in a comic somewhere. You know, it's like, oh, I can feel your goody-goody from here and all that, and this one they were all like, pretty much jackasses. Well, not really jackasses, but it's just like, they did something to mess up. Like, all I remember is in the original, Jason was the leader, and he was like the real goody-goody guy. He's like, you know, hey, we're a team, we're all friends. And this one, he's just like, hey, you know what, let's go cow tipping. What? Oh yeah, you remember how he's supposed to be a jock? He's not anymore. What? Because he went cow tipping? Yeah, and he crashed and did all this crazy stuff. Okay. I mean, at least they managed to change it up a bit with the reboot like that. I mean, that's really nice. And then, you know, how they showed, like, how they all interacted with their families and stuff, which is nice. How their lives at home were, rather than, you know, just, like I said, the original series was just them at school, and then something happened, and then they went, and they fought the monster, and then that was it. You know, it's like, okay, cool. So, it's a good reboot. They actually did change a few good things to it, but, you know, other than that, I mean, the only small little nitpicks I have is, you know, they have Zords and stuff, and they barely use it. I mean, they could have done it, they could have added a little more with them in there, plus with the Megazord in it, just for not even a few minutes. It's just kind of like, boom, bam, there it is, okay, bye. You know, like, alright. But at least, you know, they made reasons for it to happen and stuff. That's at least I have to back it up, so. But overall, I'd say if you want to see the movie, I'd say go for it. And I wish people would stop probably going live on YouTube, because that's probably what all that screaming is from my phone. But whatever. That's none of my business, though. I'll check it out after I'm done. But, yeah, overall, I'd probably say, if you want to watch it, I'd say go ahead. And if you want to rent it, go for it. If you want to see it in theaters, maybe go for like a matinee price, cheaper price. So, I mean, it's worth it. Or maybe, you know, when it comes out on DVD, or, you know, when you want to get the DVD, just, you know, hopefully it won't be too crazily priced. I don't know the price of it, so. But I mean, I can guarantee it's worth at least $15, $20. If you want to pick it up, it's good for a watch, and maybe you'll keep it for a while. You just be like, oh yeah. But I mean, gotta be honest, you want to compare it to the other movies, like, what it was there? The only one I'm thinking of is Ivan Ooze. Oh, and Turbo. There's only two that I saw. I think there's only two. I think there's maybe one or two more made. But, you know, I mean, if you want to go by that, I mean, of course the quality's going to be a lot better with time and all that, but, I mean, I think I got the VHS for like $10 when I was a kid. I don't know. I think I got it for Christmas. I don't remember, but, you know, like I said, if you want to get the DVD, I'd say it's worth about $15, maybe $20, maybe 8. I mean, I'd probably say 18 at the most, if you want to buy it. So, but, overall, say if you can see it, go ahead and see it. I'd recommend it. It's, you know, they do have the theme in there once or twice, I think. I don't know. I don't think it was in the credits. No, I don't think there's theme, but it was, like, during a part. So. But yeah, it's good. I mean, if you want to wet your whistle and go to the nostalgic 90s rather than, you know, buying that whole frickin' DVD box set for like $100 or $60. I don't even remember how much it was. It was at like, I saw like a huge combo pack of like a bunch of the seasons all together for like 60 or 160 or, it was a ton of cash. I'm just like, yeah, no. Even if I had that money, I wouldn't buy it for that. I'd probably go elsewhere and be like, you know, hey, Amazon, you got it on here for like, oh yeah, we have it on here for like 20-30 bucks. Okay, I guess it'll be worth that. But hey, that's just me. There's people out there who love the Power Rangers who would actually go on that whole entire thing. But other than that, yeah. And I'd have to say, in the movie, I'd say a tie between Jason and Billy. Those two were the best characters to me. Those are the ones that I liked the most. And I'm glad they had. I'm not gonna say where, but they actually do have some of the original Power Rangers from the 90s, I should say, from the actual TV show make a little appearance in there. So it's nice. It was good to see them, because when I saw them, I'm like, oh crap, that's, you know. I'm not gonna say who, and like I said, don't expect much, okay? I'd hate to break it to you. The only thing I'll spoil with that is, it's not Rocky. At least I didn't see Rocky from the original series. It's a shame. It would have been nice. I would have been like, oh, that's Rocky! Rocky Balboa! No, not really. But, yeah, if you, want to see it, I'd say go ahead. Definitely say it's worth it. You know, I got the matinee price and all that good stuff, so it was worth all that. Of course, I saw it at a theater that was being remade and stuff, remodeled, so it was like $5-6, something like that, for the ticket. So, yeah. Anyways, hopefully, you know, when you see this, you'll maybe take the chance on it. Like, a lot of people are bashing it because it's not the 90s, but it's like, it's a reboot, a remaster, whatever you want to call it. You can't just go, oh, it's going to be exactly like that. No, it was pretty much, they took the whole season, crunched it down into like an episode, and said, okay, we're going to change a few things, remaster, reboot it, change it, you know, and throw it out and see what happens. And I gotta say, they did a pretty decent job. The nostalgia was real. You know, I was like, oh yeah. I mean, the action was actually pretty decent. There was a few comedy skits in there, not skits. You know, there's no Bulk and Skull. That's another thing I should bring in. Instead, there was some other kid. I don't forget his face. Let's just call him Carrot Top. I don't know. Pretty much him. And, you know, he had a few things in there, but other than that, you know. And they do actually make references to earlier in the movie, which is actually really nice, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, they did that earlier, that's cool. So, like I said, definitely worth seeing on my part. I don't know about your part, because I know a lot of you are in your own spectrum of that, saying, it's not the 90s, or maybe it's worse than that. I don't know, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I'll definitely be around later. Feel free to comment, message me if you like. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. See whenever I post up a video, whenever I have the time. Can't really, if you saw the last video the last video I put up, or the one before that, I'm sorry. The last one was just a little skit thing. There's been pretty much quite a bit going on, so I don't know, I actually had a day off today, so I took it, and, I saw a good movie and all that. So I took this day to myself, and I figured I'd share it with you. But I'm just going to reiterate what I said in the video real quick. I'm in between jobs at the moment. I'm getting ready to start a new one soon, so we'll see what happens, because I don't know. I literally don't have, I'm trying to make it work between the two for these last few weeks, because rule number 1, when you're leaving a job, at least put a 2-week notice in. Look good. And yeah, I'm trying to finish up these last 2 weeks strong, and start up the new one even stronger. Because we'll see how it goes. I'll post when I have free time. So, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Throw a like on it. Like I said, feel free to comment or throw me a message. And subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to, you can hit the support button. That's all your choice. So, anyways, guys, have a great day. Hopefully this video was informative, and you do actually maybe check it out. Alright, later.